Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you've been around here a while, you know I show you my routines like basically every single week. And one of the most important parts for me in setting up my routines and being able to actually stick to my goals on a daily basis or weekly basis or even like bigger like month and year plans is actually using a planner. But there was years where I would buy a planner and I'd use it for like a couple days and then I'd like leave it somewhere and forget about it and come back to it and try to use it again, and it just never clicked for me and never worked. And I realized a lot of us don't actually know how to use a planner to make it work for us. There's a lot of them out there that you're like, oh, this is pretty or this is cool, but then like it's just not functional for your lifestyle. So I want to give you a few of my tips that I use every single day to help me actually use my planner and be successful in reaching my goals. But first, if you're brand new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and sweat the thumbs up, give it a little click, because I have new videos for you guys every single week. All right, so the most important thing, like I'm just gonna give you the most important upfront because you just need to know this one. You have to freaking find a planner that works for you and your lifestyle. Like I said, there are tons out there, and I would always get like really trendy ones or like the most expensive ones. And honestly, they either didn't have enough in them that like made sense for me, or they were way too loaded with like too much detail, and I was like, my brain doesn't work like this. Like it was overwhelming. So you have to find one that works for you. Most of you guys know, and if you don't, like, yay, I'm excited to show this to you. So I actually created my goals planner. The first one I think was 2019. So this is our fourth planner. These are my last two planners. So this is 2021, this is 2020. I couldn't find my 2019 one, but, or in 2018 either. Anyway, these two, I always keep all of my planners, like, because they have so much good stuff in it. It's really fun to look back like year after year and be like, whoa, like I accomplished so much and have it all in one place. But I'm gonna show you the 2022 one first. So you get it in this cute pink box. It says, own your day, because that's what we're doing this year. It is our year to own every single day. And that's like all the routines come back to that, right? It's like taking control and being able to accomplish things. Inside, we've got plans, and then it comes nicely bubble wrapped to protect it as it's traveling to you guys. Oh, she cute. All right, so this is the cover of the 2022 goals planner. It depends on the lighting you're in, but it's kind of cool. In certain lighting, you guys will see there's actually a very, very, very subtle like gradient. So it's like a darker pink here and it gets softer as it goes up, and then the same on the back, softer to darker. So it has the DBoss 2022 on the front, nice and big. And on the back, you'll have the DBoss Love Sweat Fitness in white as well. It has the rose gold binding, the rose gold little like bookmark. All right, so the reason why I made this planner is just like I was saying, there were so many out there that I just felt like I couldn't find what I needed. So I would like start drawing planners in normal notebooks, which obviously is not ideal. And it didn't have enough of the good fun stuff too. So inside the goals planner, you're gonna get 3 pages of stickers because I like to have fun. Like part of planning your day should be fun. So you have all the stickers in here. That are super cute. There are ones that are just like celebration, vacation, shopping, like nail appointment, day off, fun stuff. And then there's stuff that really will help you in your goals as well. Appointments, workouts, challenge graphics, all sorts of things. A little motivational page here on the front. And the reason why I said you need to get your planners now and start the work now, not in January when the new year hits, is because as of like right now, you still have like clarity and you're like in the right mind. When you get to January, I feel like after the holidays, I'm guilty of this too, you start like feeling like, oh my gosh, like I need to like work out even harder, eat so healthy, I need to set all these crazy unrealistic goals. I know you don't think they're unrealistic, but they are, because you just are in this weird space after the end of a year where you feel like maybe you didn't accomplish everything you wanted to last year, trying to like make up for stuff, and then you set these crazy goals and then you don't accomplish them. So you wanna set your goals now before you go into the craziness of the holidays, so that when you enter January, you're like, I already got this. I know what I'm doing. So I built a whole section to help you reflect on the current year and then start to visualize and dream about and manifest all of your goals and your dreams for the next year. So first you reflect, and this is like honest reflection, like the good, the bad, the ugly, and then what you want your next year to look like. And then that continues. So there's 2 more pages of that manifestation and a breakdown here of how to actually build a vision board like I build mine. So this is like my key to building a vision board. Again, I want you to find stuff that works for you, but I feel like sometimes it's helpful if you feel like, yeah, like you want to kind of get on the same page. If you like watching my routines and you're like, how do I make routines like that? It starts right here. Then you'll get your year calendar overview. Then your year holiday overview. There's a lot of holidays, you guys, because I freaking love holidays, so all the fun ones are in here too. And then monthly artwork that is super fun and inspirational and motivational every single month to help inspire you. Then you get your month overview. So like we're in January, you'll get the whole month overview there. And I'll break down for you guys how I actually use each of these sections every single month. Your January goals. So again, this is called the goals planner. We are all about goals here, helping you actually accomplish them every year. So 3 macro goals for each month plus micro goals, very purposeful. If you go more than 3 per month, you're not gonna make it, like it won't happen. Macro goals are those big goals, right? So even 3 maybe is too much sometimes, depending on your month and depending on what those goals look like. But I don't want you to focus on more than 3 at any time. An inspirational note from me to help encourage you every month. And then you get your weekly overview. So you have a nice big open space here, plus little lines on the side so that you have some of that like college rule, just like organized area. And I'll show you how I use the 2 different spaces on here for me. And then that happens every month. But at the end, the reason why this planner is really special too, besides all of the goal setting, is in the back, there's a whole resource section. So this is something from day one I made a priority because I want my planner to be more than just about my goals and more than just about my agenda. I want it to be a resource for me. So when I am on the go and I have it in my bag, like I know it has tools that are gonna help me. So there's a lot of fun stuff in here. There's like horoscopes, there's DIY face masks, essential oil recipes, stretches for PMS, stretches for bedtime and morning. There's a lot of nutritional information. So there's some recipes. There's a breakdown cheat sheet of vitamins and minerals. This is one of my favorite portion sizes. So when you're on the go, you have an idea of what your meals and your plate should look like all the time. Ideas for recipes and drinks for energy and sleep. A gratitude journal, manifestation. I mean, you guys, it goes on. And then there's a nice big extended note section in the back. So if you guys have had my planner before, there's even more notes pages now so you can track and just kind of keep some of those notes in the back for yourself too. Okay, so once you have the perfect planner for you, the 2022 goals planner, honestly, you guys, it's the perfect planner. Like, I just love it. It gets better every year. The reviews last year were insane. You guys loved it. If you haven't gotten it yet, get it. Link is down below. Make sure you grab yours because they have sold out every single year. So once you have your planner though, there's still 4 other things that are really, really important for you to know how to actually use your planner efficiently so that you keep using it all year long. All right, so the second thing for me is giving your planner a purpose. In the past, I used to always try to do everything. Like every work meeting I had, every lunch I had, every fun friend thing I had, every event, like holiday, birthday, I tried to put it all in my planner and I was like, I can't, it's too much. It did not work for me. Maybe it works for you. But for me, I like to have a specific purpose for my planner, my physical hard planner. My work stuff lives on my computer. All of my calendars, they're set up through my email and I get reminders and notifications. Like that's important for me to have all of those meetings there digitally. That is what functions best for me. So my planner is my personal, I like to almost think of it as like a personal like diary, routine building book. I don't know what else, like I think that's the best way to describe it. Because for me, this is where I put my life stuff, fun events, anniversaries, vacations, lunches with friends. Like this is just like my fun life book, my gratitude, like all of that goes in here. And then I also will sometimes put just things that I personally want to work on. So this is where all my goals come in. I don't plan my goals anywhere else. I do them all in here. So then anything that I need to plan that is helping me reach those goals, that goes in my planner as well. For me, that helps really just narrow my focus so that I know exactly what I'm using this for and why I want to pick it up every single day. Otherwise, it just becomes too overwhelming, a little too cumbersome. Like it just doesn't work for me. So give your planner a purpose and I promise you will find so much more success using it. The third thing seems like a duh, but it's not a duh, you guys, because I've been there and I've been like, completely oblivious to the fact that this mattered, but it matters. You gotta keep your planner somewhere visible. And I don't just mean like somewhere you maybe see it if you happen to go into that space and open that cabinet and into the drawer. No, it's gotta be somewhere that like you walk by every single day, or you sit at your desk every morning, somewhere you go, you drink your coffee, like so that you see it and you're reminded to pick it up and use it. And even better, I like to leave my planner open to whatever week I'm on. So if it is the beginning of a month, I will open it to my month overview and have that on my desk. And I'll jot down all of my like big moments for the month in the monthly overview. And then if it's like a Monday morning, then I'm gonna have it open to that week. So I'm ready to go and start planning that week first thing. If you don't have a morning routine yet, part of building your morning routine, like I have a million of them, go watch them. Part of building your morning routine is building in moments like this. It could be 2 minutes or 5 minutes, but they make such a difference. So one, start with your morning routine, but make this like number one priority to have it somewhere that you see instantly. The fourth thing is to actually set time weekly. Again, this is part of having a routine to start to build out your plan for the week. If you try to do it once a month, you're not gonna be successful. If you try to do it every single day, even just in the moment, it's gonna be a little challenging to actually feel like you're accomplishing and using it the way you want to. So I like to set time on Sundays. It's part of my Sunday night routine where I sit and actually will look at my week ahead, look at my work schedule, look at my life, what I wanna do and all my free time and start building out my plans. So in the beginning of a month, like I said, I'll open to that monthly overview. I'll put all the monthly stuff in there. And that's when I also will start doing my macro goals. So I'll plan my macro goals. I don't know why we're in March, but here we go. I'll plan my macro goals for the month in here, really thinking about those big goals that I want to accomplish personally or professionally for the month. And then my micro goals are the little things that are going to help me get there. So I like to break it down that way. And then when I get into my week, each day, I use the lines on my weekly planner to actually break down how I'm going to accomplish my micro goals, basically. So what do I need to do that day that is working toward my micro goal, that's working toward my macro goal? And if you can do that every single day, you'll get to the end of your month and you will crush your macro goal. You'll hit it, right? Maybe your macro goal is a long-term one. It's the same one every month that you're working toward the end of the year. That's okay too. But it's important to make sure you're really giving yourself small, attainable, actionable, measurable micro goals that will help you get there every single week. So set that time even once a week for 30 minutes, 20 minutes. If you want to get wild and you want to color code everything and use all the fun stickers, like go for it. And the last and probably second equal most important to the first one is to make sure you're checking back in on your goals. So if you're setting that time every week, if you have it somewhere visible, you're making sure it's part of your routine, this is just an addition to that. So whether it's weekly at the end of the week or once a month, checking back in on your goals and those macro goals from each month is really going to help you determine, like, am I using my planner in the right way? Do I need to break things down further? Do I need to write down more? When you write things down, this is why I love this planner too. When you write things down, you are more likely to remember them, more likely to take action and to actually accomplish them. So writing down your goals physically in a planner like this can be so powerful and so impactful, but you have to actually use them and you have to check back in on them. So that is the last one. Make sure you are checking back in on whatever frequency feels good for you and your schedule, but build it into your routine. And that will allow you to assess what you're doing, kind of make any tweaks you need to, and make sure that you're doing that throughout the year so you don't end up in December or January being like, oh my gosh, what am I doing? And feel like you have to start all over again, right? But if you follow those 5 tips, like that is what has really been such a game changer for me and my routine, and why for the last few years, truly using this and sticking to those things, I have crushed my goals every single time. Okay, that was way longer than I thought it was gonna be, but I just feel like I have so much to say about using a planner because it just has been such a game changer for me. So hopefully you guys felt that was super helpful. If you have tips, like if you're a planner person and you have things that have totally helped you be successful in using your planner, tell us, because I know we all love to share that stuff. And also when you guys get your goals planner and you start doing the manifestation stuff and like reflecting on last year and start planning your goals for next year, I wanna know what they are. So one key to success is writing down your goals. The second one is sharing them because it helps hold you accountable. So tell me in the comments. I love you guys. I will see you next time. Bye.